All right, it should be going on the air for restream. Okay, restream's up. If YouTube lights up, I'm going to hit go live and then close the tab to save RAM.
Yep.
Oh, right. Can you pop up something on your side, like just to record your audio for the final recording so I have like clean audio?
Oh, hold on, let me see.
Like Audacity or whatever you record, just all you need is you.
I'll probably be able to pick all of us up, so that'd be good anyway. Let's see, get Audacity to come up real quick.
I'm assuming it's good. Yeah, it says it's live on the YouTube channels, so we're just gonna kick it off here. It is what it is. And
yeah, it should be picking all of us up now.
All right, cool.
Right on.
Yep, I got you.
Cool.
All right, I think it says we're live anyway.
Yeah, it's popped up down here, man.
Yeah, man, share it out. I am going to find the intro.
Hey, make sure you guys send me the link. I should be able to share it out.
It's on the podcast page if you refresh it.
Okay.
On Facebook. All right. Our mics are muted in the stream, but you won't be, Ray. You'll be live, so I have to leave you unmuted for the intro music, okay? All right. Our mics are muted in the stream. They can't hear it. Or maybe they could. The stream, but you won't be, Ray. You'll be live, so I have to leave you unmuted for the intro music, okay? Hey, they heard it. That's fine.
Yeah, it's posted anyway, man.
We're waiting for it to come back at this point. It should drop us out. I just hate that this is all like breaking down and nothing works.
Yeah, I know.
All right, rocky start.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start it here. I came to listen to this. This is my story, my wise man's tale for Wednesday,
April 8th?
April 8th, 2020.
It doesn't even matter anymore.
Broadcasting live from the awesome, magnificent
Slow
East
boat.
Coast of the United States.
In Slow Boat Studios.
In Slow Boats. You like that name?
I do.
So here's my morning. I ran out of coffee. I'm like, oh, I got coffee at work, right? You guys drink coffee?
Oh, tons, man.
No, I don't really mess with it too much. I'm more of a tea person, believe it or not.
But tea's good too.
Yeah, I like tea at nighttime, man, for sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I had tea, but I didn't, I'm like, I need my coffee. I come down here. I was like, oh, I got a show coming up later today. This is like 4:30 in the morning. I drove back down to the studio here, right?
Right.
Get my coffee. It's like, I'm going to see if the computer is good. Just something was bugging me. Hit the power button. It doesn't turn on. I'm like, all right. So I unplug it, plug it back in. Power doesn't turn on. Doesn't turn. Like, yeah.
How's that possible?
2 hours later. How's it possible?
Yeah.
Here's how it's possible. 2 hours later, after I pulled this stick of RAM and put a different one in, it booted first try.
So what, did it fry up?
Yeah,
then?
stick of RAM went bad.
No, well, that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anything about computers, but I mean, that's not cool.
Yeah, but it's like, would it happen any other time?
No.
What happens? Dude, I don't know if he saw it, but we put a flyer up. We advertise it.
Yeah, for 7 o'clock, and well, we made it at 8. Better late than never.
That's all right. It's like pushing a boulder uphill. Anyhow, brief introduction. What do you want? Do you want your name or what your handle?
The handle is fine.
All right. This is I met this gentleman actually through YouTube, and we have communicated back and forth.
That's
And
cool, man.
he has a channel. He's got some stuff he's doing. It's cracking off up there. Like, I've listened to quite a few of this gentleman's streams, the tests, all the way back, like even stuff on Facebook. CT Radio 85. Is that correct?
That's right. That's
All
right.
right, I said that right. Some knowledge up there on the East Coast as well, right?
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
man.
I'm not good with geography.
Yeah, no, yeah. He's with us.
Right.
He's one of us.
All right.
I'm a couple states over. That's all.
Yeah,
Couple states that way.
yeah, somewhere. I don't know what's way north.
North.
Yeah, whatever which way is north right now. Up.
Up if you believe in flat Earth Santa, it's up. Anyhow, I'll do the shilling aspect real quick. We got some extra shilling today. YouTube, as always, crashed in Edge. I'm not even bringing up the Chrome browser. But antisocialexperience.com, the website, as per usual. How do I do this? Go to the browser. The website, antisocialexperience.com. The Facebook page, the same name, Antisocial Experience Podcast on Facebook, and YouTube, same thing, Antisocial Experience. And that being that, let's go back to the main thing. Also, please do check out. Is it you changed your name on YouTube, I believe.
It's S.W.Y.W podcast.
Say what you want
Say what you want podcast. Yeah.
on YouTube, but it's abbreviated out. So please, anybody that sees this, go check that out. The guy's got some knowledge that he's dropping up there. Just common sense stuff and real stuff.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
No, I'll definitely be checking it out, man, for sure.
Tonight.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like tonight. What? We have some funny.
What
We
do you
hope.
got? Yeah, we hope.
What? Actually, I wanted to take a minute. What's going on up there? Are your streets empty?
Yeah, they're pretty empty. The other day, me, the wife, and kids, we actually took a little stroll around the block because my kids wanted to get out. So we took a little stroll. There was a few people doing the same thing. I guess had the same idea. But as far as streets are empty, but stores aren't. So I think that's more or less where now the problem's coming in. They're saying that the stores are kind of like the breeding ground for this now, more or less. Now,
Are all your schools closed?
yes, I'm a bus driver, so yes, all the schools
okay, man.
are closed, and they don't know how long it's going to be.
Yeah, same with down here.
Yeah, I know. I don't think we're having any type of graduation. If any, for seniors, it's virtual.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. I saw an announcement saying that it was gonna be some virtual commencement or something.
Yeah, every day I'm getting updates as far as the schools with my kids. I'm getting updates as far as my job. My job just sent out another one because we're having a big debate now at my job because we're not getting paid from them.
So yeah,
And we should have got paid, seeing that they got paid, we should have got paid, but they're having a meeting this coming week to see if we get paid. So right now, we're all under unemployment.
yeah, I gotcha. Well, at least now, was this every state? Will you get that bonus 600 too once that kicks in? Well, it kicked in on April 5th, but once you file, will you get that extra $600 a week too if that you don't get paid or whatever?
I believe so, but I
Okay.
do know we do qualify for. Well, as far as I know, we do qualify for the $1,200 payment.
Good deal.
And then I think we are going to get an extra 600, like you were saying, for anybody that's been out of work and the job pays that portion, I guess.
Yeah. What happens is from what I took anyway. Like I said, I received my first unemployment pay last Friday, but it kicked in April 5th. And from what I'm gathering is what you'll do is you'll get whatever you got from unemployment, what you'd normally get, and then you'll get $600 on top of it every time for a week. So.
I can't wait for that because with the unemployment, ain't doing nothing but rubbing two pennies together.
I'll do it. It's the same here, man. I don't know. It's basically keeping the boat afloat, as much as I can. What we are here, constantly bailing water, but it's afloat.
Bucket with a hole in it.
Yeah,
bailing water.
the bucket method.
For my wife, she's a LPN, so she works 70-hour weeks now. Because,
yeah, that's what my girlfriend is too.
Dang, they're out there on the front lines.
Yeah, thank God for them, man, because that's the only thing that's really keeping everything going and keeping everything together at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, for real, thank God for that. And grocery store workers and stuff like that too, because holy crap, I can't imagine the amount of people they come in contact with a day.
Yeah.
And not today in the they had to how they address everybody. Trump actually was told to give a shout out to the workers, the grocery store workers and everything, and he did it on live TV. So.
Oh, that's cool, man.
And it was pretty. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. They give us our little updates every day about the situation. I try to follow it as much as possible, but sometimes it's like too much. It's starting to be like, all right, I'm going to hear about another 40, 50 deaths. I'm going to hear about, what medicine you're trying to use against a virus that everybody knows a virus is something that medication really can't, get rid of.
Right.
As far as we know.
No, and it's almost as if it's like it's kind of depressing in a sense to keep looking at it day after day after day. Like I don't know, like I've had to distance myself from looking at that stuff too because it just like it makes you feel like there's no hope. You know what I mean?
It's almost like brainwashing.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like mad propaganda, almost like World War II, like propaganda and stuff like that.
And then you're watching like the movie Pandemic and it's like, oh my god, like. For these people to know about that this situation could have took place and didn't do anything to prevent it is like lives at risk. And numbers are coming out so crazy now that it's like ridiculous.
Yeah, but I did find something. I don't know if you have Netflix or not, but like Netflix, all of a sudden they definitely took advantage of this. There's like every outbreak or pandemic or contagion or whatever movie possible on Netflix now. It's like
that's what I've been doing. I've been, watching Netflix and GTA, playing GTA and coming out here doing lives and different things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, trying to stay busy and keep your mind going.
Yeah, you got to, man. Sitting around worrying definitely doesn't help anything. That's for sure.
Not at all. Not worrying and not crying milk. So, you can only keep pushing forward and not stress out about the things that are out of your control.
Yeah, for sure. Why does that keep?
No idea. We're getting slight cutouts here. I'm going to close down some of the bandwidth, anyways. Because the stream.
Then we had I don't know if you guys heard about it, but that tiger in the Bronx Zoo that got the coronavirus.
Yeah, I just heard about it.
A tiger got it.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
And they're like it didn't. And they're saying he got it from a human.
Wow. No, that's crazy business.
But they're saying that you can't get it from an animal, but the animal I guess could contract it from you. Which is crazy to me. I'm like,
yeah.
What?
Okay,
Yeah.
you can't get it from an animal, but the animal can
Contract it from you. Apparently.
Wow, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Dude, this is
the other way around.
Yeah, well, this is just crazy. Like, think about like this. It's a virus, right? But it's like kind of like a vine. It's taken over everything.
Everything because of the airborne situation, almost. You know what I mean? So once it's airborne, I guess anybody's acceptable to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's why the reason for the masks and everything going out in public now, obviously. Like,
Yeah, what?
Saying they're going to make that almost mandatory for everybody to wear the mask.
Is that honestly, is that really helping? Because at the beginning they were saying unless you're sick, to prevent spreading it, wear the mask. But if you're not sick, don't.
Well, now they're worried that if you're just a carrier, because you can be just a carrier without feeling symptoms, it's more or less so you're not breathing on other people just in case you.
spreading it.
Yeah.
So that's the reason for the masks.
Apparently so now, yes.
All right, so we were spreading disinformation for a bit.
Well, no, we weren't. That's what we were told.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
Us personally, no. But that's what CDC told us.
Yeah. Now they're saying you can make your own mask at home with your shirt and all these different things. But I'm like, I guess what it is, the thicker the material, the safer you are.
Yeah.
Everybody around you is.
Yeah. I just...
For masks don't work too well, so.
No, I just been like triple folding the bandana up and wrapping it. But like, my buddy tried, like, almost poked fun. He's like, well, if you can blow a candle out through it, he's like, it doesn't really do much. I said, yeah, but when you're not stupid and you can layer it 3 times, you can't blow a candle out through it. Right. So like,
right.
It's just not, it's not, rocket science.
There was that was kind of the inspiration for today's show. The little picture that we threw up.
Yeah, good drawing, by the way. That turned out well.
I'm not a digital artist. I'm sorry.
No, I thought you did a good job with it, man.
But have you seen up there in your part of the world? You obviously you got internet. You're connected to us. But have you seen some of the creativity that people have employed to do masks and whatnot with the water bottles and the big water jugs and whatnot?
Oh yeah, I seen some of that stuff. Like they got it as memes and stuff on a lot of the.
There's a lot of memes, but it's serious too.
Yeah, like there was what's it, the grapefruit? Oh, that was the grapefruit.
Yeah, people were strapping grapefruits on.
Yeah, they were hauling out a grapefruit and strapping it on their face. Like you said, like what's the shelf life on your mask here, bro? Like 4 to 6 hours. Like, you know?
I guess you do anything. Desperate time spent for desperate measures. I guess so. People do whatever they can.
Yeah, but it got crazy because I saw one picture, and I don't know if it was a meme. Okay, but this person had like a giant water bottle flipped upside down with the bottom cap was like just screwed on, and then they had like a soda screwed on one side and like an empty soda with paper towels filled in on the other side. And I'm like, is that a meme or did somebody really try that?
I guess they do whatever they can to try to curb the situation.
Yeah. I mean,
but
what would the soda on the other side do? Like a would it work as like a bong almost like a filter that way? Is that what you're saying?
No, it was actual soda to drink, and I think they had a hole. They actually had the soda through the water bottle, and then they had re-screwed the cap on the other side, and then poked the hole through the cap with a straw in it.
I understand. Okay. I had you backwards there. I was like, I'll be damned.
Yeah.
Man, my mind's been in the gutter for weeks.
Yeah. But no, just some of the creativity. I mean, that's just to name a few. And like I said, he said some of it's probably memes. But how many people saw those memes and like, you know what? That's a good idea.
Yeah. And just altered it, or
I'm gonna make my own mask out of lettuce.
Yeah,
or grapefruit.
Yeah, the lettuce mask. I don't know what purpose that served, man, whatsoever. Like, it covered his face, but like not his eyes or his mouth. So
Right.
like, what did that do other than you had a lettuce face?
Just that was part of the meme of it. Like new suits, man.
Yeah,
New suits.
okay, yeah, I understand. Yeah, no, but like that was a real picture you sent me too. The guy with the lettuce mask.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I was talking about that guy, not necessarily your drawing. I'm just saying, like, that guy had just a straight lettuce mask on. That wasn't doing shit for you, bro.
No.
Like, you were just wearing lettuce. I can do that at work if I want. Like, you could too.
It was a nice head of lettuce, though, for sure.
Yeah, dude, he did a fine job. That was fine lettuce carving on his part.
I want to get some more opinion in. Originally, we'd said about doing a call-in. And we got one guy on the line here. He's kind of on Skype. We're going to keep working on that. If there is anybody in the chat, if you use Skype, we can let you connect that way. Correct? Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. It might kill his call, so we may not be able to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. You know more than I do, man. I don't know. You're the button pusher. I just talk.
I don't have a clue.
Chain smoke.
Actually, no. Because even if... Yeah, I'm not going to hash it out on the air. But have you noticed when you're out, just out, and if there's other people out, have you noticed the difference in people as far as, like, if somebody's you're in public in a grocery store, and obviously there's going to be other people there, but somebody like clears their throat or coughs, like heads turn, and
I haven't seen any of that up close and personal, no.
No, I haven't seen it either, not yet. But I know that, I know people will probably react kind of crazy when that happens.
Yeah, it's coming, man. Well, like we said last week, there was that me and you said that about the guy at Sheets that got the gun pulled on him?
Was it?
Did I tell you about that?
No, what?
A guy coughed in Sheets or whatever, and a guy in a parking lot, he didn't cover his mouth, and a guy in a parking lot pulled a gun on him.
Oh, wow.
For not covering his mouth.
Yeah, because it's serious. You heard about the bus driver that just died due to the fact that somebody coughed and didn't cover their mouth, and he died like 4 days later.
Oh, you're kidding me. I didn't hear about that. That's wild.
Look it up. In Detroit, it happened. A gentleman died 4 days later. After he had went on live and expressed his feelings towards it, and 4 days later, he passed away from coronavirus.
Unbelievable.
So it is it's not a joke. It's nothing to play with. It's serious.
Yeah,
No, it is a serious thing.
Yeah, no, there was that lady. You might have saw this. The lady that coughed in the grocery store produce that cost the grocery store $35,000.
Yeah, did you hear about that up there?
I didn't hear about that. No, I've been looking into
It
that.
was in our state here,
Yeah,
Pennsylvania. Elderly lady coughed on some like produce and whatnot.
A lot of produce. Yeah, now granted, they said, like it says right in the article too, that this lady has been a problem at the store before. Like she's been a disruptive customer at times and whatnot. But yeah, she coughed on. She said to off that they wouldn't give her a special deal or something, so she coughed on all the produce and said, "I have the coronavirus. Now you guys are all going to get it." And they had to literally throw out $35,000 worth of food
because they didn't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, you couldn't be sure at that point.
But even if she didn't, her germs are definitely on it.
Well, yeah, and regardless, like, it was wrong to do, whether this was going on or not. Like, that's disgusting.
Right.
I mean, I can kind of trying to make light of the situation. I'd rather have doing a throwback to a show Tim and I did. There was people running around peeing on potatoes and stuff. Like, got busted doing that. Like, in the produce. I'd rather have that than the coughing on.
Yeah, no, honestly,
like you could wash that off.
Yeah.
Like Corona, it's invisible and it's killing. You don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
You can wash. Yeah, you can wash and cook that off. Really, you know what I mean? Like with the potato. I mean, if you're gonna boil it or whatever, that's gonna take it off too. You know, but like you're not.
Yeah, it was some girl, and it's like, is it gonna become a trend? Urinating on the produce or potatoes? I think it was.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard about it. Then you had that kid that licked all the deodorants in the aisle of Walmart.
Licking deodorant?
Yeah, he was licking deodorant. Talking about, I'm gonna give everybody coronavirus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people doing anything, man.
I don't personally understand where the malicious aspect of it comes from. Like, in times like this, to take in, get mad because you're not getting a deal. Now, granted, if you're just a person that's been a problem repeatedly, I understand that. But to take and get mad about something, be like, oh, well, you're not helping me, forget about everybody.
Yeah.
Cough all over something or lick deodorant.
This guy was just trying to be a prankster and be funny, but,
It's not, I mean, and we're guilty of it.
Arrested.
We're guilty of it, too. We joked about it in the beginning.
Yeah, we did. But no.
Nobody thought it was going to be this serious, to be honest with you.
No.
I didn't know it was that serious till I went to Walmart to get toilet tissue and realized there was no toilet tissue. And I'm like, wait a minute. Usually you get the water, you get things like that's gone. And you're like, okay. Like when you get a storm and everything.
Right.
You go to the store and there's no toilet tissue. It's like, wait a minute. What's really going on?
Yeah.
So I was like, at that point, I was like, all right, I got to take it seriously now because now I'm seeing shelves clear to places where shelves were never clear to not toilet paper. Right. Always water or something like that because, you want to make sure you have that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Another horrible thing about this, like a great friend of mine passed away this past Friday, April 1st, Ed Quick.
Man.
On April Fool's Day.
Yeah, on April Fool's. But, it's sad. And Ed was one of those guys, I knew Ed. We became very close. I only knew him for 2 years, like, closely. We worked together, whatever. But we were both Star Wars fans. Like, we were good friends. But, like, he was one of those people, like, all around the community, everybody knew him, worked with him, something or other. You know what I mean? So, it would have been one of those viewings and funerals and stuff where it had been blocks of people trying to get in to see him, and now like he gets nothing because of this,
because of what's going on.
Yeah, and it's really sad, man. It breaks my heart. It really does.
Because it's going to be a lot of the issue too. Like all the people that died, most of them people probably didn't even have burial money for their funerals.
Right, that's what I mean. You know what I mean? And like this guy, he was only 41, and like.
Yeah,
this whole situation's it's tough.
Yeah,
I think
once all this thing is said and done, man, I mean, the death toll is going to be so crazy, and funeral homes ain't going to be able to handle it at that point.
No, man, I think like even like with his, I read that they were having a private service, which I think is kind of like a quick little mini family get together, get in, get out, and go
to
through.
Pay your respects.
Yeah, pay your respects to close family members and go, and then like I hate to say like. But get on to the next one, but they probably, you know what I mean? Like in big cities and stuff where the death toll's high, they probably have to push these through. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, next, like.
Not only that, just the long-term aspects of it, because really, I don't think we're toward the end. I think we're at the end of the beginning.
Yeah.
Really, if we had to place this along a timeline of what's going to go on, we're not at the end. We're not at the beginning. We're at the end of the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's still ramping up still.
Yeah, because you got to think we're catching this 2 months behind when we should have been already ahead of it. We're catching it 2 months behind. It started in November. We didn't get to it till end of January ish,
Right.
beginning of February. So now that's about 2.5 to 3 months that we're behind the curve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? According to what they're talking about. So you push that out another 3 or 4 months on this end, on this end that we're on now. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that might not even be enough.
No, that's a scary thought.
Right.
Another thing and anybody that has kids or deals with kids, and I think that's everybody, at least in this room, virtual room, correct?
Mm-hmm.
We all got kids dealing with kids, especially younger ones. They were used to life, and they're not understanding, like,
No, man, she's
like this new way of living socially. It's going to be hard to grasp, even with somebody that only has a couple years experience.
yeah. Well, like even like I'll start with with my girlfriend and I, like with her daughter. She was still used to a breakup in a day where she'd had to go like. Faith would take her to her dad's to get watched while we were working or wherever else. But there was breakups in the day where she'd go to her mom's or whatever and play with, siblings and yada, yada, yada. And now like, it's Jim and mom 24/7. We don't leave. We don't do
Yeah.
And it's got to be hard on them. Like, it has to be. It's hard on me. Like,
They keep explaining to them, you don't want to tell them the actual reason, but you got to kind of like break it down in layman's terms for them. In kiddie terms in order for them to get it, but they still like, no, I just want to go outside. I want to play with my friends. I want to see my cousins and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it's sad.
yeah, I explained it like there was a giant bug out there and we had to squash it before we could go back outside. And she's only 3, so she thinks that we're looking for this bug and we're gonna eventually squash it.
I mean, it's a good one for the younger ones.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, she bought it and she's cool with it. So
I explained it in the terms of a cold. You know how you feel when you get a cold? Well, this one's worse than any cold you ever had.
Yeah,
And a lot of people were sick.
Yeah.
So. But I don't know. It's just, it's a learning experience, I think, for the world over.
yeah, the world's gonna be different after this.
But then you got these people who still want to have, don't get me wrong, I'm faith-based too, but I'm not going to turn around and go to a church packed of people either.
No, man, no.
No.
Down south, that's what they're doing. They're literally still going to church as if this is just a big joke.
Yeah. No,
Down south, they got churches that hold 1,000 people.
yeah.
Wow.
So one of the preachers actually, he got arrested, and then another preacher goes on to say, well, I'm not going to shut down my church regardless of what. You guys didn't shut down these essential jobs. I'm not going to shut down my church. Are you kidding me? So you're going to put all these people at risk?
Yeah, I saw one pastor actually say something about how he was going to have a gathering as big as Woodstock was at one point. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the one you're talking about? Okay, we're on the same page then.
Hey, who was you might know this, we couldn't come up with it. Who was the televangelist that was saying he could cure people of corona over the television?
I don't know. I heard recently something crazy like that, but I wasn't sure who it was.
I'm going to see if...
Yeah, is it Ed Baker maybe? Is that a name?
That sounds like something. It sounds like something I heard.
Yeah, and it's just like, I understand having faith, but I mean,
Kenneth Copeland?
Maybe that's one of. I know that's one of the names. I don't want to.
Kenneth Copeland blows wind of God at COVID-19 to destroy pandemic. That's your guy.
I understand
things like that.
I understand having faith, okay, but at a certain point, you'd have to be like, wait a minute, at least in your head, or I mean, does faith let you overlook like the common sense of like?
Yeah, just throwing this out there. This guy looks like Ross Perot on crack. Like I just want to put that out there.
Okay.
Like this guy is crazy looking, man. But yeah, he's 83 and he's worth $760 million. How are you worth that much being a pastor?
Is he one of the touch him on the forehead, heal him?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because those pastors in those big churches like that are getting a lot of money. So
$760 million. He's getting a lot of money.
Yeah, just think how long their church probably was running and everything like that. Yeah, they get a lot of money in those areas like that.
That's something else, man.
Did Did you see any other like meme-ish fake news in the past, whatever, since the last time we talked? We brought some up last week, and I thought some of it was kind of funny. But have you seen any fake news people have made?
I saw one thing, but I don't know if it was fake news. But people were calling the police department, asking them to bring them toilet tissue and stuff.
Oh my!
Oh my!
Okay, yeah. I mean, people get too high and they call like 911 on themselves.
Yeah.
I could see them running out of toilet paper and not having an option. Shelves are empty. Like,
yeah. You gotta go. You gotta go.
That's one thing I was wondering. Like, what do you do in that case? Like, say you're somebody that you rely on a homeless shelter, or you're living in the streets. What are they doing for those people?
Well, I know up here where I'm at, they're actually opening up schools for them to stay in.
To stay inside.
Yeah, to stay inside.
What about like Salvation Army?
And they're opening up hotels.
Oh, that's
stay in a hotel.
good deal. That's a cool deal.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What about Salvation Army? Like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't heard.
Don't they help with homeless situations as well?
I thought they did.
I don't know how they would help at this moment because they're not even open.
Yeah, because I thought they would like mostly help with like clothing and stuff like that.
Right, and that's what I was gonna say. They're like I think getting apartments for people or getting living situations, maybe.
Yeah. I think like to help you get started or whatever. Yeah.
Yep. But then you got what was the other thing I was gonna talk to you guys about? Oh yeah, the voting. People are still worried about going out voting. Like, dude, we're in a pandemic right now. You're talking about voting.
Yeah.
Well, what is this an election year?
Yeah.
Okay, but when are you supposed to vote? At the end of the year?
Well, yeah, but the primaries or whatever should have been soon, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Or should they either be soon or should they have passed already?
They should be soon, I believe.
Okay, maybe it was like June 2nd or something like that. They should, yeah, it was like a month or something away, I think. But now they're pushed back or whatever. But you know, like you said, I agree with you. I've never voted in my life. I don't swing to one party or another. I just don't. But I agree with you. Like there's way bigger things on hand than worrying about voting right now.
I don't know. I'm just not going to take the chance of dying to go vote. I'm sorry.
No, nor should you have to, or you know what I mean. Even feel like you know what I mean. If that's the case, they should figure out a way for people to vote online. But then you have how much voter fraud and everything with people doing it online. So
I think on paper fraud with the usually they got to do all the recounts and stuff like that. So
yeah. I mean, and just think of what people can do with the internet.
Yeah.
So like there could be mad fraud, like oh my goodness, I can't even imagine. So I don't know how they do that.
I'm not for sale, plain and simple.
No, but like can't the president like during these like war times and stuff like that, can't they like postpone an election and keep themselves in office for a certain period of time until I believe that's true because like didn't FDR get like a third term because we were in World War II?
Is that how that works?
Like this, I'm pretty sure if something like this is going on, they could extend their stay.
That's what I'm almost positive of that, man. I want to. Let me look.
Well, he's going to be fake news in this for years to come. Then.
Yeah. All the stuff that happened in his term, he's gonna blow it up. You can't tell me he ain't the god of the audience right now.
Oh yeah, he's number one.
He's the god of the audience right now, boy.
Let me see here.
I just life before, like I don't think the world's going back to the way it was.
You're the second person that said that.
Do you know what I mean? I don't.
I don't either. We're not coming out of this the same.
No, because the social distancing practices, I think that's going to be a thing for quite some time to come.
Yeah, because we're going to still be skeptical. Even when they say they lift all the bans and all that, I think people still going to be like, I don't know. Because I said that too. I said, well, what if they, because you got to understand, the medical examiner saying, you know what, it's going to be a long time before we go back. Then you got the president saying, well, I want to be back by Easter, or I want to be back, and then if he overrules everything and says, no, what, all right, everybody go back, but in actuality, nothing's fixed. You're putting all these people still at risk, and they just listening to you because you're the president. Then what? You know what I mean? So it's like we should probably continue on with the things we do have in place as far as wearing masks and all that. That might be a thing now.
That, and here's another thing. You actually just brought it up. Who thought about this? That Easter's on Sunday.
I just found that out today.
I found out yesterday. Just head wasn't in the game totally. That
And I seen it on the news. That's how I figured it out. You know,
I knew it was coming up, but I wasn't.
I wasn't aware it was this close, man.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely was not aware it was.
There's just more happening in the world that you're not really focused on holidays.
yeah.
Like, I'm thinking about school, and I finally got to go pick up some work for my daughter to do at home that's actually sanctioned from the school, you know, like approved or handed out by whatever, instead of just making random stuff up offline.
Yeah,
for
that's
her
what
to
my
do.
kids are doing. They're just doing online stuff. But we didn't get word yet to say if school is closed for the rest of the year yet. That's what I'm kind of waiting for, because I got three of my kids go to 2 different schools. So I'm trying to see what they're going to do about that.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of time. I mean, we're just running out of time for them to go to school, you know what I mean?
Right.
Without starting a new year or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, well, Roosevelt, he actually did almost 4 terms.
Due to the war?
Yeah, he died in office in 1945.
Okay, so it's every 4 years or every 2?
Every 4.
So
Yeah,
he
that-
was almost in office for 16 years?
Yeah, from 1933 to 1945.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this would like give him a little bit more time than if it comes to that.
Yeah. He can. Obviously, he can implement something to do something. Obviously, like you said though, who's going to go out and vote, and how can you go out and vote? You can't right now.
But people are.
Then they will.
I think this is a good example of how antiquated that system is.
Right.
Yeah.
In actually puts it in a very clear perspective of, let's have a new method that's secure online, associated with social security number, maybe some type of biometrics,
Right.
camera, who knows, whatever system they can employ.
It would definitely be the social security number is the only thing I could think of. Maybe a state ID, like your driver's license number too.
Or if you're doing it online, I'm saying some type of biometric sensor.
Oh, I got you. Oh yeah. Okay.
You know, fingerprint,
Yeah.
and then facial ID with social. All of it's linked together.
Yeah.
Some type of system just where it doesn't require you to do it the old way,
Yeah.
and you could do it from your home, or
Yeah.
from family's home if they have internet and you don't,
Yeah. That would be. I mean, I don't know.
or as simple as from your cell phone.
Right.
They have security built into them.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I did my unemployment and everything right through my phone. Like.
Yeah, that's
So-
how I do mine too every week.
Yep.
Put those 7 questions and get it done.
Yeah. Same here, man.
They have 7 questions now.
Yeah.
7 questions. That's it.
Yep. 7
I think
questions.
it used to be less years ago.
It might have been, but
I'm
yeah.
thinking.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Whenever this first broke out, the 2 weeks, I'm thinking 2 weeks, there's no way. This can't wrap up in 2 weeks.
Right.
What are we on now?
This will be week, what, 4?
Week 3, 4?
This is, I think we're on week 3 going into week 4.
Yeah,
Right.
we're almost a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're talking about,
Because I saw a show March 1st. I was at a concert on March 1st. So,
we're talking about,
Work was March 15th.
yeah, mine was March 16th was my last day.
Yep.
Well, my last, like, normal day. I've worked, like, 5-6 hours a week since then. But, yeah, my last normal day was, March 16th. So, yeah.
well, we're a couple days out from that. It's the 8th now, so.
Yeah. So, damn near a month.
are there any plans for the majority of the economy that shut down other than the 1,200 and the 500?
Well, there's the unemployment thing.
Okay, so they have extra added to unemployment. Is that a one-time thing or recurring?
This is going to run from April 5th until July 31st. You'll get what you normally get from unemployment, and then $600 every week on top of what you normally get.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know. You're gonna be making some dough, but you're gonna be sitting at home.
So some people would potentially be making more than they made at work.
I will.
If you worked long enough to qualify for unemployment,
Yeah, I will be.
you get paid more to be at home than working.
Yeah, I'll make more. I will.
So at that point, you just take that money and reinvest when the time comes.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of it's going into savings. I'm basically going to keep what I normally would have made, and then the rest is just save it and go from there.
Yeah, that's my plan. I just want to save it for. I want to start my own little gig, my own little business. So
Yeah, same here, same here.
just in case, because this really put in perspective that you can't rely on these jobs. You know what I mean? Minute you there, next minute you gone. You don't know when.
No. And I was in the same boat you were. I mean, granted, like they helped me, you know what I mean? They tried to give me hours and stuff as much as they could, but I mean, it was only 5-10 hours, but like, well, they didn't pay our wages or nothing, So like, I was just kind of stuck there with no money for a couple weeks, didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, my buddy just contacted me today, who I work with, and he's like, man, he's so mad because he's like, this is BS that we haven't received any funding from our job yet, and it's been almost a month. When in my job anyway, the city pays the bus company, so they pay in advance. So we should have been getting paid out.
Yeah. There's no reason you shouldn't have been getting paid. If
they're paying in advance,
yeah.
and you're working, you should have a backlog of
because you would have still been working, so you would have still been getting paid, so that money should have still been there.
Right.
Yeah, that's insane, man.
Yeah.
That seems like that fudging the numbers around type stuff.
Yeah, that's one person that's very frustrated. Just imagine all the 60 other people that I work with that feel.
Oh man, I feel for you guys. That's horrible. I hope the best. I hope whatever comes. I hope something gets worked out for you, because that's insane, especially when it's prepaid like that already. Like the money's there.
Then my boss, he texts us on our apps that we have through the job.
Yeah,
he texts and says, "Oh, we're supposed to be going to the corporate is supposed to be having a meeting stating that they're going to pay us." And then see if they're going to work out some type of arrangement to pay us. But I hope in the meantime, everybody's staying 6 feet apart, all the blah, 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 same stuff you hear on the news. Like, that's not what we don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? We want to hear you guys got money coming to take care of your family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I can't imagine, because I don't work for any big corporations that got, massive bank accounts to keep people going. If it's one of the places that can stay open, all these smaller businesses that are fighting and struggling to pay bills and still do payroll for employees, like, thank you to all the places that are able to keep people on.
Well, the good thing about that, sorry to cut you off, the good thing about that is that with this stimulus plan, they're going to have it to where the owners are going to be able to still pay the employees and take care of any overhead that they have. So if they do everything accordingly and pay everything like it's supposed to be, they'll be forgiven the loan. So basically, they won't have to pay it back.
I did hear about that a little.
But where I work, because we're like a fraternal organization, being like it's a legion, being a club. We're exempt from that right now, and that's why they voted to shut down right now. But they're trying to find some way to, which is kind of crap, like why is this place good and we're not? You know what I mean? We have 25 employees. Like,
just admit it, man. People can't wipe their own butts, but you're worried about golfing.
Well,
shut up. Your golfing ain't important.
No, my golfing is important. They shouldn't be allowed to fish in Pennsylvania if they can't golf.
I'm picking.
I'm sorry.
One lady, I don't know if you guys seen it, but the lady recorded somebody at the now that you speak of golf, it made me remember. A lady videotaped the golfers and everything when it was supposed to be social distancing. They're all at the golf course about the golf and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I did see about that. And just hanging out.
And she like flipped out on them and everything as she's driving by. Oh, my God. They have that.
Like, the course should be open. People should be able to play solo rounds. I don't see any problem with that. There's no reason you can't go out and hit 9 holes by yourself. Like,
yeah.
No, that's fine. I mean,
like I said, I just don't feel that the course should be closed. It's the same as going fishing to me. And I'm saying people, I didn't mean like people shouldn't be able to fish. I'm just saying it's the same to me. You know what I mean? Like
I was just joking.
No, but like, it's frustrating. It frustrates me because like it is part of my job and it is impacting my job. Like, why can't they golf? Like, there's no reason for it.
I'll say it again. Golf ain't important.
It is to me, and I don't even play.
No, here's what I'm worried about, right? You got a mixed bag of everything. You got places that are shut down, definitely. You're not essential.
Right.
You got places that are still operating but not at capacity, that they're trying to help out who they can.
Right.
And you got places that are struggling to help out as many as they can, and then you got places that are just open because they're essential. How long can they keep as much of the economy nationwide shut down before people are just like, you know what?
We're opening,
or we're done with this. We're over this. We're a mom and pop shop, or our signs getting turned on. You know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're advertising whatever. I mean,
basically, how long can you contain the people before they rebel? Basically.
Yeah, that's
before
exactly
they start
it. Yeah.
working. I mean, true.
Rebelling to work. It's horrible that sounds.
Yeah, that does sound horrible, but it's like.
But yeah. But no, I'm ready, man. Like
April, May, June. You really expect people to stay in till July?
Yeah. Like, that's what I was saying to my brother today. Like, our apartment gets so hot. I'm like, how am I supposed to social distance in a 90-degree apartment? I said, I'll die in here. I mean, I got air conditioners, but like, I was just making a point.
And then you got this guy. He's a GOP candidate in Atlanta who's raffling off a AR-15 giveaway to fight off looters during the pandemic. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's just creating more hysteria, man.
First off, let's just talk about the AR-15. Which gun should be banned all around? I think it is partially banned in some places, isn't it?
I believe some places and some of the accessories for it have been banned, if not outlawed.
Like bump stocks and whatnot. Yeah.
And the Hellfire trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and then you're talking about to stop looters. Like, nobody's at this point. I don't think anybody's thinking about anybody looting at this point.
No, dude, I've seen more people come together through this than I have.
Nobody's on that. So why would you come out and say something like that to start a whole big thing?
To stir the pot, man. Mass hysteria brings them attention.
But it proves any situation. I think proves it. You're not going to have good without evil, black without white, and. You know, good, bad, just however you name it. I think
it's gift and the curse.
Yeah.
But it's sad. That's what I'm saying. I can't ever put myself in that mentality, that way of thinking, that, you know, like everything going on like this, and I'm worried about going and looting or.
Right. Yeah, that's one of the last things on my mind.
At this point, I think somebody would give you something before you got to steal it.
That's what I'm saying, man. I've seen more people giving stuff, you know, and helping each other than I have, you know, you have to worry about stealing something. Like,
we're in a small community here, right? Like, is your area there pretty big, like a city or?
Ours is like city-ish. Yeah.
City-ish? Okay, yeah,
right,
see, we're
near a city. Yeah, like I'm on the outskirts of the city I used to live in.
Right.
So it's kind of suburbish, but not really.
Right, yeah, we're even smaller than that in our actual local community here, but we're close to like a main campus of a college or Penn State main campus. So, you know, not the smallest area. There's definitely smaller places, but we're not big on any scale.
Right.
And it is refreshing, heartwarming, whatever, to see people helping.
Yeah, man.
Other. But that it kind of makes you think at certain times that should be there all the time.
Right. Why does it have to be from a, you know what I mean, a tragedy? And that's just like, you know, when people have benefits for people who are sick and stuff, like all these people come together and do this one. They're like, why isn't this just happening all the time?
Right.
Should be.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, like, you're right. It should be like that all the time. But I guess hopefully this will put people in that mindset now that we are, you know, dealing with this. Hopefully to put everybody in a mindset that, you know, this is how we need to live our life going forward.
Yeah, I know. I'll be making some changes. I'm not going to be sitting at home as much. That's for sure.
High five, everybody. Oh, wait, too positive, right?
Yeah, too much, too quick.
Oh, boy. I don't know. Have you found that more, at least in your world, your life, your existence now, like finding more to laugh about rather than, do you know what I mean?
I try to be, yeah. I mean, I try to find the funny in everything, but
one thing I'm glad about is that you can actually get more done around the house now.
No doubt about it.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about that.
On the east side, you can actually get done now. So I'm taking this time to try to do some of that stuff.
Yeah, I've been hanging shelves and doing all kinds of stuff too.
Yep. I mean, you know, you got the honeydew list.
That list has no end.
I
No.
just fixed the washer and the dryer today. Putting clothes on, just doing everything.
Did you get them fixed?
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
There you go. Progress daily.
Yeah.
Got it early, get it out the way, so I don't have to hear the lady mouth when she come home.
That happens.
It does.
It's not when she comes home. It's when I get home. Sometimes, but that's fine because I'll tell you what, the jobs I do versus watching multiple kids of different ages, like I don't really tear my hair out at work much, but watching kids,
Yeah.
if I did that 24/7, I'd be bald.
Yeah.
Like bald, and not from shaving my head, from ripping it out.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. I don't know. My girlfriend doesn't really yell at me ever, so I don't have that. I'm lucky.
I'm saying kids. The kids.
Oh, the kid. Yeah, I love that little girl. But yeah, there's some days, man. There was today she was throwing a fit, and I just wanted to
How
tear
old is
my
she, 3?
Yeah, I wanted to tear my eyeballs out.
No, add 2 more to that mix, and
No.
when one goes nutty, they all go nutty.
No. That's why I've had no kids in 36 years.
You're missing out, Jim.
No, I think I'm good.
You're older than me, man.
No, right.
Yep.
Wow,
We're some old dudes up
we
here.
are some old dudes.
That's all right.
Passed in March 6th.
March 6th?
March 6th, yep.
That was you?
Huh?
March 6th was your birthday?
Yeah.
How old you turn?
I turned 35.
Oh, right on.
Damn,
Right on.
well, he's up there almost.
Yeah. He's
We're
right
in the
with
same
us.
club.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
A heck of a way to spend it, at least with the state of the world, but it was just ramping up then for us, right?
Yeah. Dude, literally, yeah, I just remember it because the bars got shut down on St. Patty's Day.
Right.
Like all the bars got shut down on St. Patty's Day. Is
Yeah,
when
they were upset here because they couldn't. They usually have a big St. Patty's Day parade, and they were like they couldn't do it. And they done raised all that money and couldn't do it. It was a big upset up here.
Yeah, they do it in Pittsburgh too, man, and everybody was upset there too. And then everybody around here was upset just because of the money the bars make, you know what I mean, from everybody drinking that day.
Yeah. So it really put a hurting on a lot of things.
Oh my, yes. And it continues to.
That's what I'm worried about, man. How long? How long does it?
And they said it. They said a lot of the mom and pops probably won't be able to survive this. But that also sucks because think about how many people either just getting their thing open or been having it for so many years. To lose it to something like this is crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, I think that's
Fair assessment.
yeah, that's scaring a lot of people that have had businesses for years.
Yeah.
Or, you know, and I actually had somebody say that to me the other day when I was delivering. Like I walk up and he's like, "Oh wow, you're essential, man." I'm like, I guess
Yeah.
I don't feel essential, but
Yeah,
You are.
I might have to call your type folks in a little while for my kids so they can eat.
hey, I drive all over,
Yeah, he'll be there in a half hour or less, or it's free.
right?
Party size, gotta get that party size for them.
Oh shoot, how long have we been going? Anybody have the video up?
Dude.
Don't pull it up, or it'll literally blast our ears out.
Like a half hour.
Half hour.
Yeah, I think so. About a half.
Oh no, mine's saying 52 minutes.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We're up in there. No. And like that's especially now. We've been saying it for the past couple shows. But especially now. Do something different. Uh-oh. Where we got
Yeah.
audio?
Yeah, you gotta definitely do something different. That's why my thing was rebuild and restart.
No, it's not from you.
Right.
Oh. I think it's
Yeah.
gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean
My
just do something. If there's something that you wanted to do that you haven't, or you said, "Oh, I should do this," we've been saying it. Do it.
Yeah, my girlfriend just bought a guitar and started learning to play.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Dude, that's great.
For me, I'm looking on to. I want to do property management, so I'm looking into online courses now.
How to get into that?
Yeah.
That's what is that now? obviously I don't know, but property management, would that count for little properties or like even commercial, like bigger properties?
Yeah, yeah. You could go all the way up to commercial properties. Anything that needs to be taken care of as far as management when it comes to real estate, you would be able to do.
Nice.
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah, so that's what I'm looking into now. That's
Yeah.
going to be a gateway into a bigger real estate portfolio.
Develop a new skill, learn something new.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You might as well take the time to do it because, believe it or not, in your day to day, you don't have time to do the things you really want to do.
No.
Nope. And you're never going to get this time back. So use it wisely.
Right.
Well, yeah, like you said, never get it back. Time, like if you waste it, you can do what you were supposed to do now later. Often you can do that. Like you procrastinate, I'll do it later. But yeah, you're not that actual time. You can't get that back ever. Once it's
Not at
wasted,
all.
it's wasted. It's gone.
Yep.
That's it. Time is the most valuable thing we have. The most
That's right.
valuable asset.
That's right.
You can't buy more of it.
No.
Yeah. And it's just crazy. I was looking at this article and
No.
the what is that, the infectious doctor that always comes on, he's projecting that it'd be less than 100 to 200,000 people that we lose during this whole thing, which is very scary, man, to see numbers like that.
How many again?
Anywhere from 100 to 200,000. He's saying it should be less than that
In
But
the nation?
in the nation.
That's a lot of people still.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of people still, yes. And that's the scary part, to know that, and then to me, it's almost like population control.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
a sense.
Where did this thing come from out of the blue? Well, not for us, it was out of the blue, but for, the government and everybody like that knew about this thing, that could have prevented this, to see them type of numbers and say, you know what, at the end of the day, we're going to lose a good amount of people, but we'll be okay. A lot of people, families aren't going to recover from this either.
No.
I just heard something like that in a movie.
Yeah, that was in that pandemic movie too.
No. It was Angel Has Fallen or whatever with Gerard Butler and Morgan Freeman. When he's talking to the president, he's like, "We're gonna make a move." He's like, "People are gonna fall, not you. Keep running." Like,
Yeah.
could you imagine somebody telling you that?
No.
Shit.
I don't know. It's just like, and then you think, we got this now, but what's next? You know what I mean? If we're here for that next big thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's next? If it ain't a infectious disease, what is it gonna be?
It's hard to tell.
And then to see that everywhere else, like China now is not dealing with it anymore. Basically, their curve done came and went, and everything, I guess, is starting to go back to normal for them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, hopefully it could just pass us a little quicker. I don't know.
I've actually tuned some of that news out. Like, I can't keep looking at it.
No,
like, I want to
haven't
know,
either.
but yeah, I can't follow it. But you said China the curve's starting to come back to somewhat normal.
Yeah, they're back. As far as I know, they're almost back to normal. A lot of places, I guess, been opening back up there and things like that. So they done made it out of the situation almost.
Because I know our vendors have like with some stuff that we have to order, and some stuff that we ordered way back, we still haven't got it. It's just not because the place is being shut down. It didn't get shipped out.
Yeah. Yep.
And I don't know. Waiting for the world to go back to normal, but it's going to be a new normal. So
Yeah. Until then.
hopefully we'll get more toilet paper by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad when they gotta hide the toilet paper in the store. Like, you're running around and going to the toy aisle to get toilet paper. It's like, what? I want the paper aisle to get toilet paper. I don't want to go to the toy aisle.
They got pop-up toilet paper stores happening like for a day.
Yeah, there was one restaurant who started selling toilet paper up here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
People done, even bars started that weren't selling food. They turned around and started getting food and started selling it. Like, they had to make another way to make the income.
Right. Well, that's it. I brought that up in conversation, I think, and maybe my brain forgets sometimes. Maybe I even brought it up today. Probably not today. I hope not. If I did, sorry for sounding dumb. But what if as many places as possible were shut down to literally like you can't even go in a grocery store. You have to find a way. They set up a way to order it. They put it on the curb like some places are. You go pay, get your stuff off the curb. But there's no other places open. Like, how long are stores going to be able to do that with as many people that are coming if every other place is shut down? Before.
Yeah.
I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah. It's like, I don't want to think about, like, if you only have one place, a grocery store, to go get food. Have you been to any our stores around here? Or have you been to any gas stations that actually sell food?
I haven't. I haven't been to one, but I'm pretty sure that they were saying that's our secondary option. They were just saying that. It's a funny thing. They just were saying that on the news. Like, a lot of people are resorting to. They said gas stations. A lot of people even got creative and started going to whole locations and buying the toilet paper from them directly.
Where?
Wholesale like janitorial warehouses and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And buying the toilet paper and supplies like towels and stuff from them. So I guess you could do whatever you got to do in order to get what you need.
I know the experience here with some stores, like a lot of the self-service type stuff where you go in and pick your own frozen whatever to make a milkshake or get your own fountain drink or whatever. They're shut down. Like, they're just like it's closed due to currently what's going on.
Right.
Like, if you want to go in and order food that they're making behind the counter that the public doesn't touch, you can get that. But you're not, you got to go in and order a coffee. You don't make your own coffee, your own fountain soda.
Yep.
No.
You're buying basically behind the counter stuff for the most part. There's a few things out that you can still get, but yeah, just a different experience, a different way of doing things.
Yeah, and if they make this the new normal, man, it's gonna be weird. But I guess if you go through something enough, I guess it becomes normal at that point.
Yeah.
Like, if we are in it for 3 to 4 months, it becomes normal. You know what I mean?
Right.
Did you? Oh, you have that laptop right in front of your camera, sir. It's not bad. You can still see it.
I saw where it was on there, man.
Yeah, I just
knew
noticed it.
I knew where it was at.
I was like, what spaceship landed in front of Jimmy?
No, I knew where it was at.
It's silver.
That's good.
It's the aliens escaping from Area 51.
So, what do you do? Music, Jim?
Yeah, I cook at a restaurant and I play bass and sing and punk rock.
Oh, wow. I used to have a bass guitar, believe it or not. I never really learned how to play it, though.
Oh, man, I've been playing it almost 20 years now. Like, I love it.
Oh, yeah, I love it. Like, I never learned how to play it, but I love it. My father bought it for me when I was 12 years old, and I never really got a chance to learn how to use it.
Now's your chance.
Yeah, now just do it up, man.
Pick it up, right?
Yeah, right?
Pick it up. Don't put it down until you learn something.
Yeah, right. A couple strings or something.
All right. So, I don't think we actually... Oh, hold up. Who is that?
What?
Oh, somebody gave us a time check on the 52-minute mark. When I said about how long, somebody actually gave a time check. Thank you for that time check. Was that John? I think. Yeah, John. Thank you for the time check. I really wanted to do call-ins, but I just could not get it to work.
We'll just try next time, man.
Yeah, man. I don't see... Like I said, I want to get input from other people, not just like a... not saying it's not valuable hearing from somebody else, but like... I want to have as many people as I can on, in the conversation here. But I also want to give the option for if somebody's watching and they want to have something to say, I would like everybody that's at least in this call to be able to communicate,
Right.
But unfortunately, not everybody can use Skype or not everybody knows how to use Discord or Hangouts. That's why I want to get the option for like a dial-in number.
Right.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out over the next couple of days to get you going over there.
Well, my previous way of doing it, I found out where the breakdown was because I had a way to set up a number, and when I would send out an invitation, people could dial in from like a landline or like a flip phone. It was with Zoom, but Zoom pulled the call-in services from the free basic plans. They now want $100. Like,
They were talking about that Zoom situation too on the news.
yeah.
How Zoom is getting everybody's information and doing all types of stuff with it. I don't know.
Well, it's a great. It's just
So,
it's like Skype. It uses kind of the same protocol, but you can, when you send out the invitation, along with it would come with like a number that people could call to join the meeting with audio only. But they pulled that from their basic plans. You get it as $100 add-on option per month, I think.
yeah, these things are getting outrageous, man.
Yeah, so I was like, at that point, I'm like, I'll try and find another way to do it. I'm not paying $100 for a show to give people a way to call in just for, an hour or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't seem logical.
No.
Especially, in current times with the economy. When it's up, you don't know if it's up or down, what's happening.
No.
Anyhow, where are we ending this? How are we ending this?
I don't know. Same way we always do, I guess.
Stay safe out there, people.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's definitely it. Check out. Do you have anything other than the YouTube? Any other place you want to send them?
I have my Instagram, CT Radio 85. You could hit me there. It's under the S.W.Y.W podcast is up there. Podbean, I'm up there. S.W.Y.W podcast. Just check it out and let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Tell me where you came from. If you came from Nicc stream, let me know. And that's how we're gonna do that.
Yeah, definitely. I recommend it. I've listened and I've seen stuff evolve over time. Quality content. So
Yeah. And also with my other show, Todd and Jimmy Show, dropped a new episode today. So
nice.
check that out as well.
Dude, check it out.
Yeah.
Jim, I actually subbed to your thing on through what is that? Not Stitcher. It's not Stitcher. What's the platform you're on?
Anchor?
Anchor.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I like it.
Promote
Yep.
them. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. It's just some rambling. I don't know. Something to do.
Yeah.
I said, well, who is it? Where is it? And because that's what I do. I'm a podcaster, but I love to listen to podcasts. So.
Well, I appreciate it, man. That's cool.
We all grow together, so that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, as long as the world lasts.
We'll do this again.
Yeah, do some more collabs. Get together.
Definitely.
I like conversation, spoken word stuff. I
Yeah,
used to
man.
hate it as a kid, but I dig it now.
Yeah. So until next time, I guess, right?
Yeah, I got to figure out how to end the show without any buttons.
All right. Nice meeting you, man.
All right, man. I'll be in touch.
Yeah,
All right,
for
hey,
sure.
thank you for joining us.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I'll talk to you.
All right. Take care.
All righty.